From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
That's cool, but overall pretty pleasant so far for our Leap Day here in our 2024 version of Leap Day. We've had a nice amount of blue sky sunshine so far looking to the north around Bartlesville. From Tulsa to the north and east, it's been nice and sunny most of the day. A few clouds rolling through, but here in Tulsa, you can see a little bit more cloud cover increasing. Then the further south and west you head from Tulsa, the thicker cloud deck is kind of advancing on the area, which will start to level off our temperatures later this afternoon. Also, that's obviously the leading edge of the system that's bringing some moisture back into the region. So you can see this on visible satellite, pretty thick cloud cover, central and western Oklahoma. Now we'll put kind of the radar and the temperatures on top of that, and you can tell the impact here. Low to mid 50s on our side of the state. Oklahoma City is the upper 40s, then western Oklahoma is in the low to mid 30s with rain, a little bit of sleet mixing in, and then there's been some rain and even snow in the Texas Panhandle earlier today. Some of that moisture, it's light, that has moved over those fire areas in the Panhandle, which is certainly nice to see. The weather kind of helps them out a little bit today before conditions maybe worsen again over the weekend. So this moisture is spreading to the north and east, but it's got a lot of really dry air to fight off. These are the current relative humidity values. I mean, 15 to 20% bone dry air on our side of the state right now, which, obviously that's an impact for the rain later on, but also for folks that maybe started doing some controlled burns, yesterday afternoon when the winds let up, this morning when the winds were lighter. I want you to use some caution if you still had some planned this afternoon. That dry of air, 15, 20, 22 mile an hour winds is enough to have some issues from a fire spread standpoint this afternoon until the humidity climbs on us this evening. So I just want folks to be aware of that. Temperatures in the low to mid 50s, so it's like I said, cool, breezy, but overall fairly comfortable for this leap day. So as showers start to spread in this afternoon, here we are at 4 o'clock as far as future view goes. This looks like a lot, but again, I just showed you how dry the air is. So this first wave of moisture that moves in, a lot of it will evaporate. What it's going to do is it's going to work to start saturating the lower levels of the atmosphere. It'll start to cool us off a little bit. So, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, we may see a decent amount of showers on radar that aren't reaching the ground. Further into the evening hours, by this point in time, showers have a little bit better chance of reaching the surface. And as we head through the evening where there's a heavier burst or two, brief heavier burst or two of rain in southeastern Oklahoma, there actually could be some sleet pellets mixing in with that later on this evening and tonight. But our temperatures will be well above freezing, so there won't be any sort of wintry impact from that if you did happen to see that later on. By early tomorrow morning, it's gone. I think after midnight, those rain chances are pretty much exiting the region. Lows in the 30s. It'll be a chilly start for tomorrow, our first day of March already. How about this to start off March? Tomorrow's going to be outstanding. Low to mid 60s, sunshine, relatively light winds. Gorgeous day for outdoor activities, and then as you're talking about controlled burns, tomorrow would be the day to do that, because I do want to point out the weekend. Temperatures go surging again, 80 Saturday, 83 on Sunday, but notice how strong the winds get. So our problem is, as we head further into the weekend, fire danger starts to become more of a concern Saturday into Sunday. And we're going to kind of keep going through this process every time we have these warm and windy days until we finally start getting some of those bigger spring rains into the area. We're going to have to, be kind of fighting off more frequent fire concerns, at least in the short term. All right, so again, leap day today, those highs in the 50s, some showers this evening, 60s tomorrow, and then a big climb upward Saturday and Sunday. Early next week, we're still above normal. Kind of an active pattern next week with some off and on shower and storm chances starting to return to the area.